My name is Keith. Started MMA just a friend just contacted me about. So I talked about starting fighting before. He just pretty much asked me train at a gym, and I just went from there pretty much.
And what's your record currently?
Going pro, so 0-0. My record is 0-0 going pro.
And what's your weight?
My weight right now is 168. I think it came from fighting my amateur days, pretty much trying to clean up my punching. I think I got too wild when I was training with my first couple fights, so I told myself I just need to be patient, and then went from there, pretty much just stay patient and not be too wild like I used to be. I think I'm a little bit more everything now from starting. I used to be a striker, now I feel like I'm getting the wrestling and jiu-jitsu part of it now, and feel like I'm going to be just all-around fighter now. My goal is pretty much take it far as possible. If I make it to UFC and win the belt, that's my goal there, but I just want to have fun with it too and just enjoy the journey of fighting. I will drive a high-reach forklift for wind chill cold storage. Anything else I would do from MMA and work in or just sit on a beach and eat donuts all day. Started from when I was the love for Pittsburgh, from my uncle pretty much. He had a whole bunch of Steelers stuff, and pretty much I grew up in California, but he was doing something different than everyone, from just pretty much sporting all the Oakland Raider gear, and he was just pretty much different. I would just go with my uncle because he was just different from everyone else, and he represented the Steelers pretty hard, and I just want to be like him, just be that one lone person against the whole world pretty much. I moved to Minnesota when I was about 13 years old, just to move away from, get a better job for my mom and stuff like that. She just wanted to get away from California. I turned 19 and I moved out of my mom's house and I moved to Sioux Falls. My mindset for my fighting, I think it came just from just growing up in a tough neighborhood. I feel like that just mindset of just fighting and just getting up every day. I feel like that just came along just growing up in bad neighborhoods. I think that just came from that. I've been doing really great. I feel super comfortable training here, and I think everything just coming along, just the grappling, wrestling, and the striking is coming pretty much along with my striking. The difference between VFC and Bellator, I feel like it's not a big difference, for me at least. But I know it's a bigger stage than VFC, but I feel pretty comfortable. I feel no anxiety out of it. I pretty much feel calm like I used to be. I feel like I don't get too pumped up and try to get that over my head too much. I feel like I need to be calm, and I feel like I keep that calmness throughout my training camp. Pretty much from growing up in a bad neighborhood, I feel I had to be calm in a lot of situations and just stay out of trouble a lot. So I pretty much stay calm and not try to get into many scuffles, I feel, when I was growing up. So as I grew up, I feel I had that calmness and not trying to jump into something that I need to be jumped into, and not to get over, exaggerate things with fighting or anything else in life. The mental side before the fight, I feel I don't really think about it much throughout the camp. I feel like I just need to focus on how to get better and what my opponent needs to, how my opponent will fight out and how I would actually go against them and plan out that. But I do not think about the fight at all. I try to keep that out of the way. Only time I feel like I think about a fight is when someone else brings it up. Only time I think about a fight is when it's fight day. I feel like I need to take all that out of my head and just worry about what's pretty much in life now and my training camp pretty much, and not worry about the fight till actually it's fight day. It's still pretty calm. I feel like I think about how to approach that fight day, if I should be pumped up or be more calm about a fight. And I'm kind of juggling with those two right now, but I feel I'm pretty calm right now. I feel that helps still. Especially in the cage, I feel that it brings the calmness out in the cage, especially not get too wild.
I mean, it's simple. Keith he's just so smooth. Looks aside, you see a lot of Ben Henderson in Keith. Keith's a really powerful guy, and like I say, fast as they come.
Fighting between 1,000 and 100 pounds, I feel like it's about the same for me. I don't feel no difference between the two. I feel like I'm comfortable between 100, 1,000, couple million people, but I haven't fought a couple in front of a million people, but I think I still be calm, but to 1,000, I think there's no big difference. I know a few things about him. I know he's a grappler. I fought in a few nights, so I fought on the same night before him, and I've seen him fight, and I felt he's a good aggressive fighter. Very energetic, just as I feel like as I am, and pretty much I feel like he's a good fighter, and he's gonna bring the best out of me. Through this camp, no, not really major injuries, like few hurts, few just pain here and there, but pretty much I felt healthy, and throughout the camp, no big injuries, just pretty much just soreness, and that's pretty much it.
You had a chance to train a little bit in Colorado. What was that like?
It was freaking amazing, like the view and the people there. I feel like it was just everyone there is just pretty chill. And when I went to train at Gilbert Gym over there in Colorado Springs, I mean, the people were pretty much welcoming me and pretty much good, and the training was freaking amazing. The high elevation it brought something out a little different from me going 5 rounds, 2 rounds, and that was just, I felt tired. Like it just made me think about just the cardio part of it more often, especially in high elevation. Feel like that helps a lot with just training that altitude like that. Probably some spring rolls and sticky rice. Probably eat that after my fight for sure.
Talk about that a little bit.
My background, I'm half black, African American, and half Laotian. I grew up in more in Laos family. Growing up, I wasn't really around my dad much, but more in the Laos side than growing up as a kid. I was growing up more in the Laos house. Yeah, first spring was definitely. I grew up with eating Asian food, just constantly, sticky rice every day, egg rolls here and there, and noodles pretty much all the time. So yeah, that's where it comes from. Especially when I'm eating, I just love Asian food. Oh yeah, definitely. Especially coming from Laos family, I feel like that Muay Thai type Thai. I think Thai and Laos just border close, and they pretty much do Muay Thai all the time. So I felt that background came up too, especially growing up like that. A lot of Thai videos we watch and Lao videos, and mostly like kickboxing and stuff like that. And I grew up watching that all the time, and that pretty much helped me even push me towards fighting. Especially for my fight, I feel people are gonna feel just the fun of it and the creativity and the technique of fighting. Well, what I'll bring to the cage, and just the enjoyment of watching me fight and not getting bored of just watching someone not throw. But I feel like I could bring a little more liveness to the crowd.